Hey guys, welcome to Get Busy Watching! I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies. This will be a quick intro. Before seeing this, I knew nothing about it, went in completely blind. But I felt compelled to give this its own review. So let's get into it. This is my honest opinion of Space Sweepers. Set in 2092, Earth has become a broken down, near hopeless world, and the wealthy live in space under the careful watch of Sullivan, played by Richard Armitage, the oldest living human being. The Victory, a space garbage collecting vessel, is run by a crew of misfits who are just trying to make ends meet. However, their lives take a sharp turn when they find a stowaway, a little girl named Cotnim, played by Park Yi-rin, who happens to be a fugitive robot that the authorities are looking for. The crew of the Victory decide to ransom the girl back, but soon discover that there's more at stake, and Cotnim is more important than any of them realize.
비켜라, 이 무능한 것들아. 저건 내 거다.
Fuck yeah. This was awesome. The best pitch that I can give is Korean Firefly with a little bit of Elysium, and for good measure, throw in K2SO from Star Wars Rogue One. It's fucking good. Now I do want to quickly gloss over some of the negatives because, quite frankly, I don't give two shits about them. And I don't want any namby-pamby critiques pointing them out later. The special effects are not exactly top-notch. No one cares. This movie was made on a budget of $21 million. And considering that budget, the CG is actually quite impressive. I've seen American studios throw hundreds of millions of dollars at their projects, and those come out looking dodgy as fuck.
나 사실 피부 이식 계획중이다. 근데 사실 사람들이 비웃을까 봐 못하겠어.
For clarification, that's not exactly the CG artist's fault. Bad CG is usually a time limitation imposed by the studios that need the movie to come out at this day, at this time. Fuck you, bigwigs. Also, it's not exactly original. I mean, a highly underqualified team of misfits ending up saving the day is practically a genre in of itself. I see no problem here. These movies were awesome. So with that out of the way, let's gush.
This is only the beginning for UTS.
I really want to emphasize Firefly here because I felt right at home watching this. A rickety spacecraft that's falling apart.
그게 다 빚이다. 그래봐야 쓰레기 줍는 밴데 장선장이 괜히 오바지를 해가지고 수리하고 벌금 내느라 또 빚지고 빚이 빚으려고.
What was that? Was that the primary buffer panel? It did seem to resemble. Did the primary buffer panel just fall off like Graham ship for no apparent reason?
Repairs cost an arm and a leg, shortage of food, and will take any job to earn even just 2 nickels to rub together. The crew gets along, sort of, constantly on each other's dicks, but still know when to shut up and work together, and have tragic or morally gray backstories. They're protecting a young girl who is fleeing from a corporate head honcho who wants her for evil corpo reasons.
We have to make it stunningly clear that there is no hope left on Earth.
They said that she was in danger, that the government was playing with her brain.
Will she be all right?
I don't know if she'll be all right. I don't know what they did to her or why.
And of course, there's a dirty secret that the evil corpo is covering up that they don't want the common man to know about, among many other similarities. And I really hope I didn't just insult the filmmakers when I said that. Here's why I think I did. In this article that I found called Director Wants to Show Korean Cinema's Diversity Through Space Sweepers, published on Yonhap News Agency, written by Kim Boram. The film's director, Jo Sung-hee, has gone on to say, Space Sweepers, known to be the first Korean-made space opera film, may feel fresh or even unfamiliar, with Korean characters driving a spaceship and staging a space battle in roles in which viewers may be accustomed to seeing Hollywood actors. It is actually a pretty fun read, and I do recommend people checking out that article. But, I mean, fresh, maybe, but Unfamiliar? Oh, no, sweetie. This is very familiar territory. The underdog space hero story is probably about as old as sci-fi itself. This, however, is not a bad thing. What you did was take the old stuff and did something really fun with it. The familiarity is why I adore this. One of the first things that really jumped out at me was the production design. It is downright breathtaking at times. Gritty, grimy, dirty, full of shady people, and I loved it. Why does budget sci-fi always look so damn good? Even the details on the ship, the giant factory above the Earth, the combat suits of the space guards, the guns, the robots, it's all pretty impressive. Speaking of impressive, I was floored by the amount of diversity of characters, at least in terms of support characters. At the forefront, it is a Korean film, but the main antagonist is British. You have a few Americans running around, but I was just swallowed up by this world. And I would have loved to explore more of it. Fingers crossed for a sequel. The characters are well distinguished. Taeho, played by Song Joong-ki, is the everyman of the group who seems to be the most desperate to get money. Without giving anything away, his backstory is pretty damn heartfelt. Captain Jang, played by Kim Tae-ri, is the Han Solo of the group. She's got an attitude, she's up for a fight, she's cocky, but likable. The works. By the way, it was eating at me why she looked so familiar. One IMDb search later, I found out why. She was in The Handmaiden. Fucking awesome movie. Check it out if you've never seen it. Do not watch it with the kids though. Mr. Park, played by Sun Kyu-jin, is the resident tough guy who is the first to befriend young Cottonham. So he's arguably the closet softie. And it's endearing to see him be so protective of her. And of course, the sassy resident robot, Bubs, portrayed by Yoo Hae-jin. This character cracked me up. One of the first things that made me do a double take was when I saw him sitting in a lawn chair, bolted to the hull of the ship, and just relaxing in space. Despite having no mouth or any true facial movement, his expressions come in the form of lights on his face. Smiling, gritting his teeth, red lights on his cheeks when he's blushing, it's pretty creative. And let's not forget the assortment of t-shirts and hoodies that he wears. I think I like this character more than I like K2SO. Yeah, I fucking said it.
To terrorize the entire UTS.
As for Sullivan the villain, that wasn't an accident, was it? While I can see more than a few people out there saying that he's a generic bad guy, a rich and powerful dude who just wants to be richer and more powerful, his evil plan is actually pretty nefarious. So I say the villain is written very well. What I am confused about is when his voice goes all demonic and his veins get all scary looking.
Prove it. I need empirical evidence. Physically prove your crushing regret.
I have to assume it's a detail that I missed, but is it something involving nanotech? I mean, Sullivan is the oldest living human being. That can't just have been a detail thrown at the audience because why not? I don't know, I might need to see this a second time to fully grasp it. Why am I saying that like it's a bad thing? Shit, I'd watch this 100 goddamn times! I'd watch it 1,000 times.
Unfortunately, I'm not crazy.
Overall, I really dig this. The story is rock solid. How can it not be? It's anti-corporate. That will always be a good thing in my book. The characters are well written from the protagonist to the antagonist. It's exciting, funny, full of heart, and very impressive for its budget. If you're a sci-fi nerd, do not miss out. my honest rating for Space Sweepers, a 5 out of 5.
마시 자격 있어.
난 너 해낼 줄 알았다.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy out there. Please wear a mask if you go out. Hope to see you soon.